What's up, everyone? So today I'm really excited to talk about the gallbladder, and I want to break things up into a series of videos because really it should be the gallbladder and the thyroid in this context. People often ask me where I get my information from, and I always say you guys, and that still remains so true today. I had a consultation with an individual, a guy who was having nausea every time and diarrhea every time he ate fat. So he went to the doctor and they did a blood test and an ultrasound and found no stones, no sludge, and said, your gallbladder does not look infected, you're fine. But he proceeded to have the symptoms. The problem is with low carb diets is that a lot of people do not, and here's the point, manage their electrolytes. They get lazy. He wasn't taking anything for his electrolytes, and he was consuming too much salt and not enough potassium. And then his body started retaining water. So then he dumped out his sodium and ate no salt, and he ultimately became super chronically dehydrated. Oh boy. Well, a lot of people, they don't use any critical thinking, and not because often they're so confused. There's so much conflicting, wrong information out there. People don't know what to do, and I'm here to clear it up. I think my whole channel at this juncture has always been to clear up the misinformation from what other people tell you is fine to do, and it doesn't work with the average person. A lot of people come to this channel and they're like, well, I did great, and I fasted and I was fine. It's like, who cares? You only care about collectively how it affects people at large. You have to connect these things to symptomology of what people are experiencing, or even being able to recognize the symptoms. A lot of people are having issues on keto, on low carb, high fat, on carnivore, because they can't even recognize their own symptoms. They feel off, they can't connect it to anything. So, for example, you eat fat, but you're not having an appetite. Your gallbladder checks out fine. Every time you try to eat fat, you just can only eat a little bit, but you don't feel nauseous. When you are, and this is so freaking fascinating because I've never heard of this before, what I'm going to say right now. When you become electrolyte imbalanced and dehydrated because of that, because when you drop out your carbs make you hold on to water, carbohydrate, you guys. When you drop the water out of the cell, you lose a lot of minerals. So your electrolytes go out the door and you become chronically dehydrated. Now, this can also affect the kidneys, but with the gallbladder, magnesium goes. Your water balance, all the cells are like, I need some water. What happens is the gallbladder will squeeze and release bile salts through the biliary duct system. It'll just release it, and it'll end up in the small intestine, those salts, and then scrub the fat down to a small enough molecule to use for energy, for vitamins to get into the bloodstream. If that squeezing motion gets stuck because you don't have enough magnesium in your diet and your sodium potassium balance is off and you don't drink enough water, sometimes that squeezing motion gets stuck instead of opening, allowing the gallbladder to continue to release bile salts every time you eat fat. So let's say you try to release and it won't release the bile salts. Then the fat in the gallbladder has no way to get broken down. It's like fats. Layman's terms, the fat's getting stuck and you feel like, oh, I don't want to eat anymore. Oh, I feel nauseous, or oh, I feel bloated, or oh, I even have right side pain, or I have diarrhea every time I eat a lot of fat. This is really for people who have a gallbladder. I'm not talking about the people who've had their gallbladder removed years ago. There are ways for you, and again, to keep the whole biliary duct system nice, and all those pipes are connected. Pancreas, that basically really you want to focus on the liver, the kidneys, and the gallbladder. When the liver is so clogged up and estrogenic, that helps to back up bile and through the pipe system of the biliary duct system. Bile begins to collect in the gallbladder and turn into stones instead of a nice flowy solution that can be released. And then you develop stones, or it gets thick like molasses and very sludgy. So it's very important that if you don't know if you have a gallbladder issue, because you guys know I've been doing this, coaching this stuff for 11 years, and I've been online for years, I think 11 years, 10 years, 11 years talking about this, and really doing the deep dive after a few years of making mistakes with clients and learning. Now I'm really starting to understand the real importances we need to think about, and this was something I hadn't heard before, and I posted this on my stories on my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic. By the way, my calendar is open, so if you guys are looking for a consultation to work through some of these issues that you're having with your blood sugar, your lack of sleep, or your gallbladder, or histamine responses, or whatever you're experiencing, I got it. I really got it, because I'm not going by a rat study. I'm not going to buy a 30-day study. I'm going by what's happening to you guys. I found this out through a client, and as soon as I posted this on the stories of my Instagram, I had 2 people say the same thing happened to them. Once they were able to get their electrolytes back on point, then they were able to release bile. And it's something so simple that can make you ketotic, be able to use these fats and to convert them into ketones, ketone bodies, and acetoacetate to be able to get into the Krebs cycle, into the bloodstream, into the past the blood-brain barrier, and really be able to heal the body. You guys know that I'm 53 now, going on 54. I'm so excited for my future, and I just want to pass along the knowledge that I get. You guys know I don't really have any affiliate programs. I have ancestral supplements, but I'm really pushing people to go for organ meats, just real organ meats instead of supplementation. Other than that, I have no other affiliate programs. So I'm not selling you guys anything. I just trying to really teach you. I do survive on this, but I don't make as much money as most people do. It's really hard for me to push that side of my business. I might have to push things a little bit more, but I always want to keep it real with you guys. And yeah, I'm really excited to learn so much. And I got energy at 53 going on 54. And I hope this helps you guys. And I'm out. Oh yeah, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, stephanieperson.com to book a consultation. stephanieperson.com to get on my course page where I teach all this stuff. I just did a live. I do free mini consultations. I also put together food programs, workout programs, how to test. I'm going to go more into testing for your thyroid. More ways to test more than just a iodine test. Sarah, Carnivore Yogi, and I have a lot of projects that we're going to do together that will release soon to you guys. So go check her out on her channel, Carnivore Yogi. And I'm out. Yay! Energy. I know I'm silly. I'm sorry. Bye. Oh, and the weather's spectacular here, and I'm enjoying California the last days before I get the frack out. By the way, you guys, I'm also thinking of getting a travel van, like a Sprinter type of travel van, and decking it all out. I'm going to videotape the whole thing, because as you get older, I want to prove to people you can still enjoy this world even though things are crazy. I want you guys to become inspired, to be healthy, and I want to see more of the United States. I'm leaving California. I'm waiting for the real estate market so I can get a house, put my horses there, and take little trips and film it all while eating keto, strict, and I'm out. Peace!